there's more work to be done. Announcements made in politics, they have to be refined, they have to be defined, they have to be, put into the machine. And that means that everybody who's part of the team has to do the work of understanding what the implementation of those ideas are. I'm ready and willing to help support. In my nation, justice, policing, these were huge issues. There's really a lack of representation in the policing services. Healthcare, there are some healthcare services in the territory that are lacking. The economic area is probably the biggest priority for me. Of course, we see everything that's happening today, all of the announcements coming from the US. This type of, decision-making by the US will have an impact on the territory. This is a region that has industrial development. We have forestry, we have mining, we have all kinds of needs in our region. And when there are tariffs coming in and counter tariffs being applied, it's a huge impact. You want to secure employment, you want to secure the economy. I think that I am a candidate that can represent this riding in a very strong way in Ottawa. The reality of living in a very small Inuit community in Nunavik is not the same as living in the reality of repre or sente. To do a good job to represent this riding, you have to understand all of those realities. If this is the direction that Nunavik wants to go, who am I to say that they don't have in mind their best own interests? I'm supportive of that. I don't think that you can take anybody's opportunity away from them. It's my hope. Indigenous people, their participation, provincial, federal, not as high. I know that's because people vote for their leadership. People vote for their chief, people vote for their grand chief. This is the voice that represents them in those spaces. And the biggest barrier is that they don't see themselves in provincial federal spaces. So I know that previously my community had another Cree candidate who ran federally. The turnout was huge. We took the riding. We are a silent sleeping giant of voters in USG and Nunavik. If we can get the right kind of messaging out, connecting with people, showing people that there's somebody there that wants to represent your interests, your needs, I believe that they'll come out.